just go over what was said on True Frequency Radio on the gematria effect, and just settle the score a little bit about, the truth, because, we created all for truth, so that's what we stand for, right? So, I mean, I guess that's what we're doing.
Yeah, we're going to defend our honor a little bit.
Right.
We're doing our first simulcast on All for Truth Radio live podcast. We're also on YouTube Live. So if there is anybody on YouTube, probably pop in and check that out. But we're going to be clearing some air, exactly like Jeff said. By the way, YouTube world, my name's Aaron. He's Jeff. We're the ones behind All for Truth. And some things were said on a radio show the other night that were not very kind to us and what we've been doing and working very, very hard on. So, yeah, we'll be playing some audio here. Jeff, you got anything to say, or you want to just get down to it?
Yeah, I guess let's just go ahead and jump into it and start knocking down the it's just, what is it, like a 6-minute clip or something like that?
Yeah, because
So
we don't have to
basically
put.
what we're going to do is we're just going to play this clip, and we're just going to pause it every time a lie is told. And then what we're going to do is, instead of just telling you that someone's lying, we're going to back it up with, evidence that you can look at and see for yourself, receipts, invoices, testimonial, all kind of things, just to back up what the truth is, because I think a lot of people can point fingers. I think anyone can point a finger if they have hands. So, like, we're going to show real evidence about what's going on.
Yeah, and it might not even be that much of a science, but we're basically going to play some clips, and
Yeah.
if Jeff wants to pause it, we'll pause it. If I want to touch on something, so we'll play a little bit of this and kind of break it down a little bit.
In your hands, for that matter. We're just trying to figure out which direction it's going now. That's all. Oh, sure. So, yeah, for everyone who contributed to the campaign, the money's being well spent and efficiently spent.
I mean, I almost hate even to pause it right there so early, but I mean,
yeah.
As we get into this, you'll see, there's been a total of 2 payments of what we're taking as donation money that have been contributed into All for Truth, which are in the forums currently on All for Truth. That shows improves active development on the site, and also where those funds were allocated during the development. But we'll keep it moving here.
And the gentleman who reached out and said they wanted to help with the mission and build the website and help me create the platform that I envisioned in October 2016. They built the website at a very efficient price, and every time they've asked for more money for upgrades, they've sent over invoices and receipts for what the work would be, and that money's always been provided.
So we'll talk about that for a second. You see how he uses words like every time they've needed money for the website, and that money's always been provided? It's very deceiving. It's deceptive language if you know the truth, if you're privy to the facts. And the facts are 2 payments. 2 payments came from Zachary to me, Aaron, to fund All for Truth, with donation money that he said would be going towards All for Truth. And it's really funny. And, of course, Jeff, me and you have been talking about this. It's really funny because we know he hasn't contributed, anything to the site. Obviously, everyone knows he hasn't been there. But to top it off, you and I have been up all those long nights, talking about structure and, just going over everything. So, you want to say anything on that?
Yeah, I mean, he's just not, in the very beginning, when we talked to him, me and Aaron, we had the entire site built, and we basically just presented it to him over Skype, and had a conversation with him, showed him, told him what we are, what we envisioned to be the mission, according to, in accordance to what he said as well. And really what we expected was for us to all work together, us three to work together, and, maybe put all this money together and keep it all coming together, and work together. And as time's gone on, it's become further and further away from that. And he's also contributed less and less. And, it's just the way he talks. He in a minute he's going to talk about how he let us build the website and all this other stuff, and he acts like he just gave us all this extra money. And I'm here to tell you, there's not an extra dollar. Like, we've spent everything on hosting and the fees, going forward. And also, Aaron's figuring out ways of building things so we won't have to spend quite as much money in the future. So, we're trying to optimize, we're trying to be proactive and all that. And, just to hear him talk like this is pretty obvious that he is either one, a liar, or two, clueless. And I know he's not clueless. So anyway, I guess that's all I got to say about that little part.
Yeah, we'll keep it moving. We'll try not to drag this out for too long.
Yeah.
Just want to get some facts straight.
And, I'm patient. About 6 weeks ago, another request was made for another lump sum of $1,500.
And we have to be clear. Do you hear the language? He knows exactly how much was sent over. It's posted in All4Truth on the forums, exactly how much was sent over. So when he says another request was done, he's still talking about one of two payments. You have to know this. You have to understand this. So two payments. One for $987. What is it, Jeff? Are you on there? Are you showing it on the screen? Just so we're not moving too fast here for...
I can show whatever you want me to. I'm just still on this one little background thing. Yeah, what do you want me to pull up?
Yeah, I think it's...
the first invoice?
It'll be on... it'll show all the PayPal transactions. It's towards the bottom of that one. The I'm about to quit All4Truth. Here's why. Just so everybody that is seeing the live feed on YouTube can check that out. Also, I'm looking at it also. $987.92 was the first one on November 20th. The second was January 18th, $1,409.59. So we see that.
Pulling it up right now, yeah.
So maybe I'll just go back here. Let's see where it is.
And not only that, but
what'd you say?
It's also been pulling teeth to get any bit of anything out of him. Anytime we've asked for anything, it's kind of been a hassle to get the money from him. I mean, he acts like he just sent it right over. That's not the case, He's been real stingy about everything, and the people who donated to this are the ones whose money it is. It has nothing. It's not his money. It never was his money. And I think, that gets on my damn nerves. But anyways, that's all.
Yeah, so I'm gonna play that last little bit back right there that just played, just so you can hear, because I want you to really understand the deceptive language this character, whoever he is using.
About 6 weeks ago, another request was made for another lump sum of $1,500, and that money was provided. And I haven't seen any of the improvements made for that $1,500. And then recently, the same two gentlemen asked if I would just give all of the money that had been donated, and I reminded them. I said, "Well,
Jeff, just go ahead and."
Yeah, that's a lie. I mean, what happened is that we wanted, like I said from the beginning, we've been trying to make this a group effort with us three. And, basically be the three musketeers and happy-go-lucky. Everything is cool, and, we're all trusting each other. At least that's the way that, Aaron and I felt about it at first, just because we're giving him the benefit of the doubt. We don't know him, of course we got, our skepticism about it. But, long story short, we wanted to, make some kind of account all together where we could access the funds, but also where we could all see together, if anyone spent anything, and that way we
Hold
could
each
all be
other
accountable and,
accountable.
you know, hold ourselves accountable and all be responsible and whatever, man. And so he just kept kind of ignoring that, and you know, we hadn't. It's the thing, you know, we hadn't made a big stink about all that, but as soon as he wants to start deleting members because they don't agree with him, and they're calling him out on certain things. He wants to delete them and act like a baby, and you know, that's when all this problem started. You know, and honestly, I honestly told him too when he, you know, I was like, Zach, why don't you just keep, you know, a little bit over half the money, man. You keep it for yourself, for your book, and take yourself on a little book tour, whatever it is you want to do. Because I could just feel that he was wanting to keep this money, you know. And Aaron's been telling me for a while, you know. And you know, we've been trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, like I said, and it's just, I don't know. He's really shown his true colors lately, and you know, like I said, we never asked for all the money. You know, at the very least, the only thing we ever asked for was that, you know, we all be in a, you know, inclusive business relationship. You know what I mean? And that's it. You know, period. And other than that, I mean, I told him, why don't you just keep half the money, and if you really want to just, because, you know, he acted like he wanted to break ties and, you know, cut off from us and all this other stuff. So, you know, I threw that out there to him. So, you know, and then he said, well, the people trust me, so I'm going to hold on to the money until the fees are needed. Then he just starts stirring up trouble so he can break away, and he has an excuse to pocket all this, you know, 15 G's, whatever it is, you know. And you know, it's really not that clever of a plan. I mean, I don't know who the fuck he thinks he is, but it's I don't know, man. It's bullshit, really.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad because, you know,
It's really sad.
I wish he would have just
A lot of people look up to Zach on YouTube, and you know, whatever, man. I mean, it's crazy.
Well, I wish he would have just walked away. Just go, you know,
Well,
just
he is
leave,
now,
man.
but he's walking away with a fat pocket.
And you know,
He talks
we
all
wa-
about
we
that, how his neighbor robbed his house. I mean, you know, why did, I wonder if he ever thinks about the fact that why people do him wrong. It's because he makes a lot of enemies, you know. And now I can kind of understand why so many people don't like him on YouTube. And I never got it because, you know, I tried to always see the good in Zach, and so I chose to see the good in him. So that's what I saw, but I always never understood. Now I get why he has so many enemies. It's because of how childish he is and how you know, how greedy this fool is. He's extremely greedy, man. It's crazy.
yeah, he must be. But let's keep it moving. Let's get to it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give you all of the money because people trusted me with it, and we're only going to use the money for projects as they're needed, as they come about. And remember, we need the money for more than just the website, because the whole campaign's not just the website.
I mean, when was that not the case? When he was showing, you know, our work on his YouTube videos, you know, it was all, like you said, all cool, hunky dory, promoting the website, and I don't know, it just seems like a bunch of bullshit. It's now a book tour and going here and doing there, you know. I mean, Jeff, I guess only you really know how frustrated I was because we really weren't going anywhere. We were, you know, it wasn't that we needed to do anything else to the website, you know, which we did anyway. It was more so we need to get the word out. We need to start connecting people, using those funds to incent.
Yeah, he talks about going out to, you know, go to false flags and all this other stuff that he's saying on this in this little clip. And really, the truth of the matter is, you know, we spoke to him about trying to get together and, you know, going to Washington D.C. together, or going to the Free Your Mind conference together, or whatever, you know, where we could, you know, do a presentation about All for Truth and, you know, what we're really standing for. And until you meet people and stand face to face with people and look them in the eye and let them know what you're about, and they see you, you know, face to face, man, they don't know, they just don't trust you. And I think it would do us a whole lot of good just to get out to a place like the Free Your Mind conference. It's coming up in less than 2 weeks now, and I wish we could go. And it would cost, you know, next to nothing. My mom she worked for an airline for 20 years. We could get buddy passes and go for close to free. I mean, you know, probably $50 a person. there and back, and
Just,
you
yeah,
know,
just to get out there,
yeah, and
and
just keep it
even
normal.
without even going anywhere
And we
though.
could just eat
These
sandwiches. I
funds can
mean,
be used to, you know, small contributions to other YouTube channels. You know what I'm saying? To promote it to their channels and to be a member and to to
yeah,
really grow this thing. I mean, just to
yeah, it's not a. It
extend a
wouldn't take a
hand.
lot of money at all, man. I mean, we could. I'm sure, like, we could find somebody to stay with. You know, we could take 2 loaves of bread and 2 jars of peanut butter and eat peanut butter sandwiches. You know, like when I went on the road with our
Crazy.
band, you know, we would just take loaves of bread, slap peanut butter on the road. Like one of my buddies in the back would just make sandwiches and pass them around. Like, you know,
It's not that
you
bum
can
life. No, we
live
can
for
get.
cheap if you want to, and for something like that, it would be so nice just to. I love Philadelphia too. It's a nice town. It'd just be fun, man. But
Yeah, well, let's get back to this.
that's
Let's finish
a
this.
fart in the wind. So, anyways, go ahead.
It's also about other projects, such as getting the word out, putting together a documentary, possibly traveling to the site of a false flag to create some type of awareness for what we're trying to do and shut down. So for anyone who doesn't know, All for Truth, the two gentlemen who put together the website, they've had a... If I may, Zach, if I may, you spend next to no time there. You don't promote it at all. I mean, so hold on. So, all right. So honestly, I'm going to mute you for a second, and I'm going to keep you on the line because you're going to be able to respond. I actually know something about you that you don't know that I know about you, only because somebody reached out to me and they let me know who your name is. I know exactly who your account is on All for Truth. I know you're Turd Ferguson, who is someone I'm very suspicious of. So for everyone, just so you know what's going on All for Truth, I haven't really made this a public announcement because, to put it short, All for Truth has been hijacked by two flat earth pirates who are...
That's my favorite part.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
That is my favorite part right there. But how does one hijack their own website? How does one hijack a website that that Jeff and I have completely, built? Zach can't prove, any shred of intellectual contribution to All for Truth whatsoever.
And let's be clear about something else too. I mean, he talks about how he raised this money for all this other stuff. Well, the fact of the matter is that this money was raised, and the whole time he was raising the money, he was showing, the progress that was being made on All for Truth. It had nothing to do with his gematria, and that's how he got his following on YouTube. But I mean, that's part of the reason that we offered, that's part of the reason that Aaron did all this shit for free. You know what I mean? And we offered our time up is because we knew that he had a platform to speak from. It wasn't because he was the only person on YouTube or the only person with this idea. Other people have had ideas, that, I mean, it's just, he tries to act like a god and it gets on my nerves. I mean, he literally tells people that you might as well unsubscribe to every other YouTube channel. And then he wonders why no one on YouTube supports him and anything he does. And I think once he's gone, we're going to get a lot more people on here on All for Truth. I'm hoping so. Come join. It's free, everybody.
Yeah, just get some of that negativity away.
Yeah, for real.
But that Flat Earth Pirates is my favorite part, by far.
Goddamn pirates, man. It's crazy.
How's that now? I had somebody in the shout box mentioned my audio's off. How's that coming through? Hopefully a little better. But in any case, here, we'll get back to this. Let this play.
Are you playing it? Yo.
Yeah, go ahead, Jeff.
I can't hear. Were you playing it? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here with you.
Were you playing the audio? I couldn't hear it.
When? No. I cut out. I was somebody else. I was just in the audio.
Oh, okay.
Let me jump. Yeah, we'll jump back in here.
Oh, okay.